Hey guys, do you grow hair somewhere that you don't want it anymore? If so, then we got a fix that's going to keep you sexy and right. This episode is brought to you by Bevel, the first and only shaving system designed specifically for coarse, curly hair and sensitive skin. You can start shaving smarter and say goodbye to razor bumps, which don't nobody have time for, with Bevel. You may actually have even heard of their new Bevel trimmer. It's revolutionary and it's going to change the game again. The Bevel has been rocking with the Friend Zone for quite some time, so check them out at getbevel.com today and use code FRIENDZONE to get 20% off your first month at getbevel.com. That's GETBEVEL.com. Let's start the show. All right. It's time to start the show.
Yeah.
And every day we do it with a flow.
Yeah.
My name is Dustin, but you already know.
Yeah.
And I know punk, and I damn sure ain't no hoe.
Ain't no hoe.
So if you want to talk about it, let it flow.
Let it flow.
The conversation is the topic. You got the flow.
Got the flow?
I just messed up. I don't know.
You don't know?
But I'm going to keep going. That's for sure.
For sure.
Welcome to the Friend Zone.
Welcome
the friend
to the
zone.
Friend Zone.
A friend zone. A friend zone.
Welcome to the Friend
The
Zone.
friend zone. The friend zone.
Welcome to the Friend
The friend
Zone.
zone. Make the beat drop like this. Now your right butt cheek to your left butt cheek, and then you say something, then you shut up, don't speak, and then you say something, and then your mouth gon' leak because I hit you in your mouth and not your cheek. Yeah,
Welcome to the motherfucking Friend Zone.
it's like that, and that's the way it motherfucking
And that's
is.
the
What's
way
up?
it is.
Welcome to the Friend Zone, everybody. I'm
Take
talking
another shot.
into the mic tonight, so y'all can hear what I say,
Okay.
and I can say what I mean.
We are working out all of our kinks and our technical difficulties. Thanks for dealing with our ghetto asses in 2016.
That's right. It ain't us. So yeah, you guys, it's good to be back with you. Hey, yes, it's good to be back with you guys again. I'm so blessed and
It's
happy to
me
be
again.
here.
Songs with a Z again.
Tweet. It's me again.
Oh,
I'm grateful.
you know what?
For love.
One day I want to sit down with Tweet.
Me too. Tweet, if you out there, come on our show, baby.
Come on, and
I would
bring your
love that,
daughter
but I
too.
want to know what happened.
She has a new album coming out in January.
I know,
Aren't
but
you
where's
excited?
she been? I
know.
love her.
Where your ass was at, Tweet?
You know, her daughter is an artist too.
I know.
Shout out to Star Child,
and
to
she's
Shauna.
beautiful.
She is. They both are. They look like sisters.
Tweet
It's
looks so young. Yo,
to
she performed
this
at a club here in
day.
New York, and I literally, legit, she looked like she was 22, 23 years
Yeah.
old. Seriously. And she's
That
a grandmother.
skin.
So, like,
That
shout out
black.
to Tweet.
Shout out to that beautiful black.
Yeah, so welcome to the
I
Friend
hear
Zone,
that.
everybody. This is your weekly look into all things mental health and mental hygiene because y'all thought I was going to drum roll, but I'm not. Who in the
another
hell
shot.
wants a musty brain? Not me. Okay?
Take a shot every time Dustin welcomes you to the Friend Zone. Take
Welcome
a
to
shot
the Friend Zone.
every time
They won't get
he does
past
the
3
intro.
minutes of the show.
Take a, and I'm talking about actual liquor, not the ACV, okay? Don't get crazy.
Oh, please don't take that.
Pop a perk and make the girls go nana. Oh, you ever heard the Pop a Perk song by Boone? Shout out to Boone. It's a local. So, okay, we already got the song of the week. Just
Damn.
that fast.
Damn,
It's
I
a
was
local
really
rapper
hoping.
from Philadelphia named Boone, and he has this song that like samples this Easy E and WA beat, but it's called Pop a Perk, which we are by no means endorsing on our show. It's just the song and it's the jam. So listen to Pop a Perk, and
Pop
I
a
found
Perk.
the song. So major shout out, and I don't even care. I found the song on the Instagram Grandma versus Grandson account. If you're not familiar with
What is
that,
that?
that is your homework for the week. There's an account
That's
there's
clearly my
an
homework,
Instagram
too.
account, right?
Hell.
Grandma versus Grandson. It's an older black grandmother in Philadelphia who dabs and twerks and
Get out.
and she talks
Twerks.
shit, and her sister are really close, and they cuss each other out all the time, and it's one of the funniest. I don't follow too many like Instagram comedians and stuff like that because I just be wanting to look at pictures sometimes.
Right.
But like, she's hilarious, friend. Seriously.
I will look
And
it
they
up
were
after the
dancing to
show.
that song. And they asked her, she was like, "What you know about the perk song?" And her sister was like, "Got a young boy gave me a perk and I fed it through my body." I was like, yo, like,
Hell no.
yeah. She's obsessed with Meek Mill and his Pumas. And so like she does the skate. You know how Meek Mill does the skate dance? Like she skates and it's hilarious. Like, so
That is the
that's your
most
homework for this week.
random.
Listen to Boom
Wow.
Papa Park.
I was
Oh.
really hoping you were going to give the song to Mariah Lynn.
I ain't giving her shit.
You know what?
I'm tired of Mariah
Can we?
Lynn.
Well,
I saw a
actually like
meme.
Mariah Lynn.
I saw a meme that said she's Kimmy Gibbler. Do you remember that? I died because I was like, what? That's
She
so
does.
I
funny.
just touched the mic. I never do that. That's how down I was. Whoa.
That is funny.
Mariah
is.
Lynn. She do look like Clay Aiken, though. She do. Mariah Lynn do look like she came in second place on American Idol, okay?
Whatever.
Okay? I was
More
a
money.
hoe.
Once
And
upon
I'm
a
admitting
time-
it.
Look,
I did the shit.
have you heard the song?
No.
That's
Friend.
the first words.
Is it good?
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
And I'm admitting it, and I ain't taking it back because I did the shit. I'm gonna go on and put it on the rack. I'm gonna put it on the floor.
That's the song.
It is catchy.
Hey.
She looks like.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna say that, but
Please
but
stop.
she is not
Kim
visually
Possible, the Nick and Roll
appealing.
rap.
Really?
However, that song is jamming and everybody know it. I'm just gonna say it. Okay? Mariah Lynn's song when she says she used to be a hoe is the jam. There, it's out there. Shit. What do you
I
want?
wasn't even going down that road.
I want to hear it. I'm going to listen after the show.
You should.
Papa Perk and I'm a hoe.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are
No,
off to a
the
great start in
song-
2016, huh?
2016.
The song is actually
y'all.
called. It's called It's called Once Upon a Time. So that's how you really start in your 2016.
So you know what? Maybe Mariah Lynn been listening to the Friend Zone.
Maybe she look after.
Maybe that's why it's a song of reflect. You know what? Bam.
Is
You
that
got
why,
another song.
Is that why you tweeted 60 and pregnant?
Her mother.
her
yeah.
mother. Her
Yeah, I didn't
motherfucking
even
mother.
know what was going on. I was on the street, just like scroll, and when I tell you, I almost busted my ass.
I did. Her mother, it
what
looks
you
like she is in her 60s and she is in her second trimester. Real shit. Like
She's
she
pregnant
literally-
at
She is
60?
She's
pregnant.
pregnant.
I don't know if she's 60, but
Yo.
she looked like she been here before.
Well, you know-
okay. Her mama looked like she got a lot on her mind. She looked like she been rolled like dice. Like she just lived a rough life.
And,
And she went to jail for its boosting, and Mariah got her out with her rent money, which is
This
$800.
show. Y'all think this stuff is real? I don't know.
I don't know.
I won't ruin the fun.
I don't know, but I will say, I will go on record saying,
Say it.
I don't really give a shit about Amina, but this last episode, and you know I don't. Like, when I see these women, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe y'all doing this. But Amina, I felt so bad for her. Like, watching her, she looks
And
so
you know
beat.
what? Amina and her sister, do y'all remember Black
Butterfly.
Butterfly?
Yes,
Look,
beautiful music.
Sheets and
Talent.
pillows.
Talent.
Sheets and pillows.
You remember
Y'all,
Sheets and
okay,
Pi-
I'm not the choir director of this show.
Today you
Come
are.
on.
But today,
Come
it to
on,
him,
friend.
friend.
we
Melodies
gotta-
from
no,
heaven.
no, I'm not singing. I'm just y'all sat
Almost
back.
had her.
Almost.
No, but listen,
But
y'all,
everybody
Amina.
knows.
I don't know what's going on with her now. I mean, I see all the gifts of the jokes, so I feel bad because clearly she must have gone down a whole different path.
She did.
But
Oh,
back
she
in
did.
the day,
Her sister was on the show, so you got to see the
yeah,
difference.
her and her sister, Jazz, I think her name is Jazz. And they're actually their other sister,
third-
the third one. They were Jazz Butterfly, Black Butterfly, excuse
Yes.
me, under Russell
Should've been Jazz
Simmons,
Butterfly.
and they had a song. What was it?
I don't remember the one.
T-shirt. No,
the one where they're
It's
like
on
in
the
the back
tip
of the
of my
limo.
tongue.
it's
It's on
like
the tip of my
pillow
tongue.
something, and it's real sexy and
it's not sheets and
vibey.
pillows.
And
It
they're-
is. I feel like
And
it
they're
is Sheets and
talented.
Pillows.
They
Oh,
can
no,
play
you-
instruments and shit and sing.
And they had that song Rockabye.
Rockabye, yep.
Listen, y'all, look up Rockabye. Oh, and you know what? Actually, y'all didn't believe me. Rita Ora
No,
and Craig
no,
David
no,
and the Friend Zone listeners, the redemption,
Get it,
the
friend.
redemption.
Get
They
it,
sent
friend.
screenshots of the YouTube video. I knew it. I
Ladies
knew
and gentlemen,
it.
it is
I just had to remind
2016,
y'all.
and I still do not care about Rita Ora. I still will not have
But
her
that means
forced on
she
to
been
me.
out, y'all. She been out. And you
She
know what's
been
funny?
out.
People from the UK were like, Fran, we didn't even know about this song.
If they didn't want her, why do we got to take their scraps?
Right.
Stop. She's good. She's
At
good.
what? Wearing red lipstick and having blonde hair? I'll give her that. She has good blonde hair.
She's good.
I wonder if she goes to the same person Gwen Stefani goes to. Gwen Stefani
The
has like the
same
best
person.
blonde hair in the business.
She does, yeah.
So I just, and
Gwen.
you know who else does? Robin. Robin
Oh,
has good. Robin has
Robin.
good blonde hair.
Love Robin.
Robin.
Call your girlfriend. Ah. Yeah.
You know, this will be my
Oh,
monument.
monument. That's a great song to
Y'all
have
are
sex
such
to.
to.
walking jukeboxes.
Love it.
Anybody that's looking for a song to add to their grown up playlist, like their horizontal polka playlist. Anybody that's looking for music to add to that, look up Robin and Roy Sop Monument. It's really dope. And shout out to my friend Sean Ross who told me about that song.
Listen to that whole project.
Yes.
If you get high as hell and you at the jazz club, the Idle Hour, that track right there,
ooh,
bitch, you can get so much done.
Yeah,
high
you
as
sure
hell at
can
the jazz club.
You
You
sure
so
can get
classy.
so much done to that song.
Oh God.
So much done.
Speaking of getting some things done, I played the lottery this week.
I did too.
Did you really? Okay, good.
I
don't
did
feel
today.
bad.
No, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you, I did not leave my house with the intention of it. But I swear to you, every street corner was like 1.5 billion, 1.4. I was like, you know what? Who knows?
Who knows?
Let me just play. So I went into some random bodega, played, and
That's what
me
you're
and the
supposed to
dude
do.
were laughing and talking for a while because he was just like, so many people have come in here.
If I win that, the three of us in this room will be millionaires. I
I
personally
hear
promise
that.
to give
I
promise to
promise
make
it
each
too.
of you millionaires. I promise.
Also, as
I
well.
also
Yep.
make that
Also,
pact.
and
We say
you
that
know
shit
what?
now, and then we gonna be like,
Please.
Asante isn't answering his phone.
Look, and he on Instagram all in Atlanta and shit.
The number you have
You and your
reached.
mama all at the mall and shit on Instagram. Me and Fran up here looking like Lil Mama.
I heard you call my name first, and I'm gonna take that as a sign because you know what? On
Where your
Friday,
citrine at?
my
Put your citrine
my
on top of your
citrine
ticket,
is on
y'all.
top of my
Oh my
ticket.
God, you guys
I'm not
put your
playing.
citrine on top of the
You haven't done that
Never
yet?
mind that. We ain't say that.
Let me tell you.
Put y'all citrine on top of your ticket.
Let me tell you.
I just
went and
got
bought
it
my
today.
ticket.
I haven't even been home
Girl,
yet.
I'm trying to tell you. I put my citrine in the jar with my lottery ticket.
Y'all, those stones are gonna be vibrating,
The
not
other
knowing who
night-
to give it to.
Look, I'm trying to tell you the stones work because the other night I didn't get to buy my ticket and I passed out. I remember I had my quartz in my hand and they say you're not supposed to have the quartz on the bed or something. So I fell asleep with the quartz in my hand and I was like, oh, damn, I didn't go get a lottery ticket. And when I woke up, it went up. So I said, the Lord held it for me.
No one won.
He held it for me because I didn't make it to buy that ticket.
He saw the best in you,
He
man.
said, Asante, no one won yet because you still got to play.
Yep.
So
he never took his hand off of
I
you.
played. My citrine is where it's
right.
supposed to be. I have already said all the great things that I'm going to do when I win. This is another great declaration that we will be millionaires. I will make that happen.
If your stones is vibrating, I want my shit to hip roll.
I already
I want
claimed
my
rich.
shit to bank head bounce. I want my stones to do what Beyonce did at the beginning and run the world. That's what I want my stones to do.
I can't. No.
The way Channing Tatum was doing it.
Nah. Channing Tatum looked like somebody else that's in the meeting. Let's finish going.
Look, they
please.
about to do White Chicks too.
'Cause I don't want to lose listeners, so I'm not gonna crack the joke that I could. But if y'all know me, y'all know the joke that I want to crack right now about Channing Tatum on lip sync.
Lip sync.
Who lip stinking? I saw that shit lip
said
stank
lip
battle. I
stink.
said, well, whose lips is stinking?
So stay tuned, y'all.
Yeah.
Rich
and if
is
you don't know
happening.
what we were talking about, which I sincerely apologize, but this is a very organic show where we just have conversation. So
Right.
Mariah Lynn and all those things that comes from Love and Hip Hop New York, which is currently on VH1.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
And then we rounded it on out with some
With Powerball and crystals and
yeah.
Channing
Powerball,
Tatum.
baby.
damn.
If I hit the Powerball, I'm literally gonna have two.
Because
Because when I tell you, my balls is gonna be empowered. If I hit
Listen.
that Powerball, I ain't lying.
if I win the, let's not do the episode. That's
I'm
gonna be
gonna
the
do- you know
icebreaker.
what?
That's the icebreaker.
If I-
What
what-
would,
if
oh
we
yeah,
do
what
it-
would you do?
if you win the lottery,
Let's just have it now.
Let's do
Let's
it
do it.
now.
I
Let's
can
go.
tell you this. If I win that Powerball,
Wait, hold on. What are the first?
yes,
okay, and
friend.
y'all listening.
Come on.
What are the first 5 things you will do? Like I'm talking about the first 5 things after finding out you won 1 point. Is it 1.3 or 1.5?
5.
Jeez, 1.5 billion
The
dollars.
first thing I'm doing is going to get my check. The second thing I'm doing is hiring Julius, Beyonce's security guard. The third thing I'm doing
Yes.
is hiring Floyd Mayweather's accountant. The
Hey,
fourth thing I'm
real.
doing, which includes 5, is whatever the fuck I want to
That's
do
right.
for 1 year. I'm going to retire all of my immediate family members. So like my
Aw.
brother, my sister, my mama and daddy and them, like everybody straight. I'm going to take care of, I don't have children, so my friends that have children, I'm going to make sure that they have like college funds that are padded, not just to cover tuition and like living
like,
expenses,
the
but so they can
full-
push a Corvette or something while they in school too. You know what I'm saying? Like I make sure they were straight because I'm not going to have kids. And then I would take advantage of every opportunity I had to fix people's problems that were derived from money that are trying to do something with themselves, and that's the only thing holding them back. So people that can't afford education, people that can't afford proper housing, like that give a damn and are trying to be something, I would help as many people like that as I could within reason, because I am not going to be on that show about them niggas that hit the lottery and went broke.
Amen.
Oh, God.
Amen.
And people
But
talk
I'm
about
also,
the curses. And
I'm going to do whatever I want to do for a year. I'm going to leave the house with nothing. Everything I got is staying right where it's at.
Would you do the lump sum?
Hell yeah. I ain't waiting on no damn check
Not
ever
waiting.
again in my life if I hit the Powerball.
Not waiting.
Give me all of it. Y'all keep. I don't give a fuck. It could be 50%. I'll take
I'll
it.
take it. I'll take it.
I don't care.
Give it to me now.
Ain't no
I have to
goddamn
have it.
payment. You think I'm gonna wait on a check?
Nope.
Like,
A
friend,
check
you
that
think I'm
big?
gonna wait on a check?
You think I'm gonna wait
that much damn money? You think I'm gonna be waiting on a check ever
I'm
again in my
never
life?
waiting.
Shit.
I am never waiting ever again.
Money
For
ain't a thing,
anything.
but it's
Boy,
that thing.
Let me
okay?
tell y'all something. If they announce my name on that TV, because
Will you
first
go
things
on
first,
TV when you win? Because I know you have the
No,
choice. Don't you have the choice to be
I'm not
anonymous?
going on TV.
Yeah, I'm not going on
Y'all
TV
y'all
either.
can,
No,
y'all can
hell
have
no.
my name.
I live in Harlem. I'm definitely
Yeah.
not going on
Well, look,
TV.
No,
they said
correct.
they
You
released-
used to live in Harlem.
Okay.
Shit. You
Hello?
can leave everything you got in that apartment. Well, except the special things. But leave all that
Right.
shit, friend, and just start. 1.5 billion fucking
I don't
dollars.
even know
Like
how
that is
that's
the freshest
almost
of fresh
scary,
starts.
though.
I'm
honestly.
excited. I'm excited thinking about it. I
And
can't
what
even.
you gonna do?
My mom, everybody's bills are being paid. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The debt
Oh
is
yeah,
getting
what's
handled.
your 5?
I need to hire. Well, first of all, I need to hire the top business advisor of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, no. The first thing I need to do is take half of that money and put it away into the Swiss bank or
And let
whatever
it
the
just
fuck,
make
I hear
money.
that.
and let it make itself. The other half of that I have left over, I'm using to invest in some businesses so it can make itself.
Fucking
the
yeah.
last part of that is where I'm going to fuck shit up, and from then on, I can't never say, "Oh, I'm going to be broke." So this money needs to make this money. I need to have a bomb-ass lawyer on retainer for all of my shit for the rest of my life.
Yes.
And I'm traveling the world. I'm hiring
Yes.
all my friends. Everybody's going on payroll because
Yep.
they know I run a tight work ship anyway.
Yep.
I hear that.
Like, look, we won the lottery, but that don't mean the bills are going to just keep paying themselves. So
That's
we need to
right.
get these businesses afloat. Y'all need to
Would
be
you
happy.
pay off your debt?
Oh, that's absolutely.
Because I saw people saying "fuck debt"
I'm
when you're
paying
rich, nothing matters. But I feel like I would still pay it off.
No, I mean, I'm still like an old woman, so I'm still gonna bargain my debt down. Like, hey, girl, I
I
won the
would
lottery,
pay it
but
off just to know how it felt to be
To be
completely
free.
debt free.
oh, absolutely. I'm gonna be debt free this summer anyway. So
I hear that.
either which way that is happening.
That much money, like my fingers is just like it just make you nervous, like just thinking about it, like that much money.
I feel like I
friend.
can't even
I
talk on the
know.
show no more. Like, I want to talk to the wall. Like,
Nothing's impossible. And guess what? If you got $1.5 billion, ain't nobody gonna say shit to you about talking to yourself in that wall right now. You can act crazy. If
can
you got
do-
$1.5 million, you can literally walk around with your
Billion.
ass cheeks out. Or billion, excuse me. You can walk around with your butt cheeks out. And who gonna check you?
And I'm leaving America. I love y'all. I will start a business or two here, but I'm leaving. I'm gonna travel the world, and when I'm ready to settle down, I don't know where it's gonna be. But if Trump is here, because I feel like there's some fuck shit happening,
Oh, you know that.
I am so glad that I will be able to leave.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like I am going to literally just do whatever I want to do for the rest of my life.
I agree.
literally.
Forever.
It's the freedom of it that's awesome. Even though I was on Twitter, I don't know if you guys follow Lovey, and she was saying
Yeah.
how it's
Yes.
just so much money. She's like, it's almost scary. Imagine overnight being a billionaire.
What would you do?
What would my 5 things?
Yeah.
I'd pay off my debt, pay off my mom's debt, obviously. Give her half of it, of the money, because I feel like she more than deserves it.
Yep,
Right.
Yep.
So she don't even have to worry about me giving her an allowance. I'm like, chick, this is yours.
Yeah.
Just go live, do what you want. So I guess those are my first 2 things. Honestly, I haven't really, because to me, it's like I know that the money is going to go to the world.
Yeah,
Honestly,
man.
I'm going to find initiatives to create.
Yes.
Whether it's schools, I'm gonna think of the things that I went through that were roadblocks for me, and then try to create initiatives that will
Yes.
prevent it from being roadblocks.
Yes.
Like public school kids having better.
Lunch, first of all.
Oh my God, just restructuring a lot of shit that got in my way as a kid, and working with the housing, obviously, and helping kids in projects, because that was such a roadblock for me. Kids in public schools, kids in private schools, like just finding a way to just be more helpful. Obviously, the money's definitely not going to stay with me.
Right.
You can't hoard that kind of money. That'd be awful.
I'm thinking about, because, I might actually win the lottery tomorrow. I'm thinking about how I'll be able to
That is tomorrow, right?
Right?
That's crazy.
Well, today, if y'all listening, I already won. I'll be able to put like money into Harlem and Atlanta. Like,
hell yeah.
I'll be so paid, and then I can do shit federally. Like,
I
okay,
hear that.
got some new shit going for y'all. Some grants going. Apply every year. I would do all of that shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna find a way to just for real change the world.
The Black Dollar, we coming back. Everybody put your stone on your ticket and pray that I got the right numbers.
And I wouldn't be like stupid. I'm sitting here really thinking like, what if I win this money? I wouldn't be stupid with my money.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would splurge on certain things, but I'll never forget one time Whoopi Goldberg was talking about how remember when the BP oil spill shit went down?
Mm-hmm.
Her granddaughter called her like, I can't just sit back and look at this. Like, I want to do something. I want to go help. I literally want to go down there and clean birds in the ocean.
Right.
Whoopi Goldberg paid for her to go spend like a month or whatever cleaning up birds and shit in the oil spill. That's the kind of stuff I would do with my money.
Yes.
Right.
Like, when you have an opportunity to do something like that. And, you know, that's money well spent.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah,
and
totally.
I would have every single Air Jordan known to mankind that I wanted.
Oh my God.
Like I would have like literally that's the nigga moment.
Yeah, my advice would probably be traveling.
Yes.
Oh, mine would be traveling.
You'd not know what country I was in because I'd just be gone. How can you not?
I'd legit hire me an assistant and just
On
be
your
traveling the world.
Right. Oh God. On a private jet.
Shit.
Just traveling. So are we getting into our hot button or?
Let's do this.
We should. Damn. I keep thinking about winning the lottery though.
I know.
I'm
hungry. It made me. I got an appetite now and
Okay.
shit.
I'm
Just think about all that
hungry, too.
All
money.
this ambition, like, God damn, worked up that appetite.
All I want is bread, spinach, arugula, broccoli. Shout out to Cash Doll. Go ahead. Let's start the show, goddammit.
So we've been seeing, and I'm sure those of you on Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr and just online in general have been seeing a lot of talk lately. Not lately, it's a common conversation, but it seems that there have been more than usual. People have been talking about interracial dating and dating outside of their race. So we wanted to talk about it. I guess I'm curious to hear about Asante and Dustin's experiences. If they have, if you've been curious about it. If not, why not? And just jump into that. I definitely have my dating story. Well, actually only one. But I'm curious, how should we start it? Because this is so funny to me.
I think Dustin should start.
Oh God! I will say this, right? I don't believe in seeing like I don't have any issues dating outside of my race. Like I don't. And
have you?
Yeah.
And
inside. And on the side while I was dating inside. No, I'm just playing. But I have dated outside of my race. Yeah. And I would do it again.
Who'd you date? Like what was not who, but,
right, but like what was the race?
Yeah.
I've dated Middle Eastern people. I've dated white people. I've dated Asians. I've dated but like
that's so dope.
Like South Asian. You know what I'm saying? I've dated what else have I dated? Greeks, Mexicans, all kinds of Spanish people. All of that. Hell yeah, I date fine. Like my criteria,
it's
you just
fine.
gotta be fine, and fine comes in a lot of different flavors.
That's right.
It
That's
does.
true. That's true.
And I literally do not feel like I can't. I just feel like I can date whoever I want to date.
Right.
I don't care what your race is, and you ain't gonna care what mine is because I'm gonna make you want it.
What about you, Asante?
I've just never dated white. Like literally probably been through the spectrum except for white. That's all I'm gonna leave y'all with.
Okay. Are you attracted to people that are white?
Damn, you know what? I'm glad you asked me a follow-up because thinking about how I'm glad he asked me that because thinking about how I just made that one statement and stopped looked really offensive.
Yeah.
No, I've been attracted to a few different white gentlemen. Mm-hmm. Jake Gyllenhaal's at the top of my list in case you listen to The Friend Zone. Chris Evans was until he started talking about eating babies in that one movie. But
there was a super fine one at your improv show.
Yes, there was. But he was there with his girlfriend. Shout out to him. We respecting you. And hopefully you still with your girlfriend. But if not, you want to go to the other side, you know where to find me at the Friend Zone.
Shout out to him. We're respecting you.
Anyway, yeah, you know what? That would be the type. if I was to date white.
He
That
was
sounds
very-
really bad.
he was
Describe
very-
him for the people that haven't seen him.
How would you describe him? I don't know. He's very young Brad Pitt
Yes.
in his heyday.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Very like the very kind of surfer, like the blonde, the dirty blonde.
And he was
messy
very
hair.
well dressed. Like he had on his suspenders. Like he looked real like Jadena, and he was real
Very
like
Jadena.
cool. He wasn't like too polite.
And really nice. Yeah, he was
Yeah.
very sweet.
See that right there, like that I could get with.
So he looked like he might know what Lori seasoning salt is.
You know what?
Like he might have a clue.
no,
like,
but
Well, actually, the girl he was with,
was
black.
Yeah.
look at it.
I was gonna say I
So-
don't know if he would know what the Lori's is, but I do think that he probably would not be against eating grits or something. Like, okay, like you eating grits? That's crazy for a white boy. Like,
That's cool though. I just don't see like I personally, and this is just me. I just don't see the issue. I don't see. I mean, I see the issues, but I just don't see like when it comes to just attraction, right?
Right.
Because for me, that's what I'm.
And
That's
just
I'm
rolling with
merely
it.
speaking on attraction, right? And I don't. When I'm attracted to someone, is because they're beautiful, and I don't think that. I just think that beauty is beauty, and it comes in a lot of different looks. Now, some shit is out the question. We didn't been down that road before and talked about feet and shit, but that's cross-cultural. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you can have bad feet no matter where you fall on the spectrum,
I've never dated, like seriously dated a white man. I went on a date with a white man, a photographer. He was super cool, but he was so nervous. That's all I remember. And then I don't know if it was because he was so nervous. I just felt like he couldn't just chill and be himself, and he kept falling into the whole sister girl and kind of like, yeah. And I was like, should I excuse this, because clearly he looks like this is not something he's comfortable with or has done before, And then I was like, but why should I excuse this? Because it was like the neck roll, like I was like, this isn't working.
You should ask him, what are you doing? Why are you doing that shit? Stop doing
like
that.
it started feeling really like this just isn't working. And obviously I can't use that as a blanket statement. That's not going to be every experience going on a date with a white boy, but that's my experience with him.
Right.
He just wasn't comfortable. And, I've had conversations with white boys that told me like, y'all are intimidating. He was like, y'all are fine as hell. Black women are gorgeous. And a lot of times we don't know how to approach y'all. We don't know what to say, how to, it's like, then there's also, let's just keep it real. There's the anxiety sexually. And I'm saying this is just what the men have told me when, he was like, we see y'all and it's like, can we keep up? Like, but then I've seen
I'm
a
on
lot.
the Autobahn. Ain't no speed limit over here. You can't keep up. You can't even keep down. Go ahead, friend.
But then it's that weird space where it's like you don't want to be fetishized.
Right,
It's
right.
like, what exactly do you think you're keeping up with? Like, what does that even mean? So, it gets a little sensitive. So I've never really gone in that direction. I can be honest and say that after that date, I was like, I'm cool.
see, and I don't think I have.
I didn't really try again. So I don't know if that's my bad.
And that's
What you say,
real.
friend? He was like, I'm cool.
I'm cool.
I tried.
I
Got a
tried to
t-shirt.
say good- What, was there a Black Power fisting a t-shirt?
It was LL Bean. Okay, that's the only joke I'm gonna crack right there. That's it.
And then I've dated, because you guys know my mom is from the Dominican Republic, so I've dated Dominican men.
I've dated Dominican men as well.
Can't say that I enjoyed it. Of the
can.
two experiences. And I love Dominican men. Y'all are my family, obviously. So I say, it's not a blanket statement. Please don't start with the attacks on. Don't say that about. It's not. These are my experiences.
Right.
The Dominican men that I have dated were too much of like the mama's boys, and I
Okay.
felt like I was competing with their mom for the relationship. And both the men actually said like, my mom goes first. Which is fine, I guess, if that's
Well,
your
tell her
thing.
to go ahead.
Oh, God, Dustin.
Take a shot every time Dustin does not get to make his joke.
Well, tell her ass.
And I just felt like I feel weird competing with your mom for
Right,
your
yeah.
attention, or the fact that like it was like drop everything because mom hit you up. And a lot of times if the mom isn't fond of you for whatever reason, that's going to be complicated because
Right.
she'll always find a way to kind of dip in.
So basically, you would have to deal with every time my mom says some shit about you.
His mom ain't have no man?
even having one of them had a man, but it was just, that was their relationship. And another one, yeah, she hadn't had one. So it was like her son was her man.
Oh, hell no. What kind of crazy
Yeah,
ass.
and I know, and I've spoken to other women that have dated Dominican men, and we're like, damn, that was my experience too. So I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna do that again. And I just never really went back to that. And when I've dated, I've been very cool with, the black dudes that I date. It just works.
That's good. See, I'm glad to hear that because, for
It
me,
just always works for me.
For me, I mostly date Dominican
Me and you
or
swap.
Hispanic for whatever reason.
Me and you were like opposites of each other.
Spanish men just like, they like how real and raw I am. Well, not raw. That sounds poor choice of words.
Of all things to say. They like how real and raw.
I hope my mom's not listening. No, but like for black men, I don't
Dustin
know
is
why.
down.
Actually, I would say this season for whatever
What is
reason.
it that you like about Dominican men? I should ask you.
Like how you said they kind of are like mama's boys.
You like
They're
that?
kind of like puppies. Like it's kind of puppyish. Like just to know.
What? Puppies?
Damn, I said I was gonna leave Petty behind. This sounds so terrible.
That sounds awful.
Yo, like,
They kind of like puppies.
It sounds like I'm fetishizing them, but I'm definitely not. No, but like for whatever reason, like they are more affectionate or more forthcoming with their feelings in my experience. Like whenever I've dated black men or that Asian tiff that I had, it was very much like, we don't really talk about our feelings. Like when I've dated Hispanic, it's really been in your face. Like you need to say what you like, what's up. And it's like, okay, like, and we could just hash it out and kind of get over it. But like black men, it's like, how are you feeling? It's like,
I
like,
really think black men
for
are a
me-
little more closed off.
because we can dance. Go ahead. we can jam.
But I will say that maybe it does have something to do with vibrations and,
See?
for
Rhythm.
And what works with you?
Hispanic men so far have worked to an extent, but more recently I've been
To
talking.
an extent.
Oh my God,
Take
Dustin
another
is
shot.
on a roll.
Take another shot.
See, but maybe I'm and I hate to say it, but I think, like you said, it is about vibrations. And with me being a woman, being an independent woman that hasn't had to necessarily, I'm not looking for a husband. I'm not like, oh yeah, let me cater to you. Like I cater to you because I love you, but not because I feel I have to. It's not a
Translation,
role.
Fran don't need a nigga for shit.
She
Go ahead,
don't.
Fran.
She don't.
Period.
I mean,
So
I try
that's
to hold
a
the door
problem for
open
some
for Fran.
men, and that's a problem. And I'm not, being Mary Jane. That's like I'm not like that hardcore. Like, but it's like, like at the
on
same
now.
time, it's not. It's just not something that I'm looking for. And I think a lot of men have a hard time with that. And I've learned that Latino men is just y'all are my peoples, but it just has not worked out.
I'm
I
sure-
have not really met men that it worked out.
That's a male issue in general, though. I think that crosses like a lot of different races and cultures.
Oh,
and
of
shit.
course.
'Cause
But with my experience,
yeah,
for some reason, it's
yup.
been a bigger clash
In that,
when I've
yup.
dated. I won't say Dominicans only because I am Puerto Rican. You know what? I want to clear that
Yeah,
too
let's
because a lot
go
of
ahead
people
and
don't
tell
know
them.
what my background is.
Girl, what you mixed
Right,
with?
because I get that all the time.
Whatever it is,
My-
they put the right amount of everything. Because you
Okay.
fine. Go ahead, Fran.
Y'all too much. My mother is Dominican. My father is Puerto Rican and Haitian. So that's my mix. I'm the Caribbean.
brown skin.
Puerto Rican and Haitian. Good conversation from the Zulu Nation.
I
Hey.
had to jump in because I do that all the time. Literally me.
Yes, my friends love me.
So that's my mix. So it's always interesting because I'm so Caribbean. So of course my experience has just been like all over the place with Caribbean men. Island men in general are just a whole different conversation. But with island men, it's just been a challenge for me. I can sincerely say that. I'm not going to just put that on Dominican men. It has been a challenge with island men.
What do you find most challenging about dating an island man?
Because and like I said, just speaking from my experience, when you are a child and you're from the island, and actually I've seen women from the South actually say the same thing. Hospitality is a big thing.
Yes.
You're raised, almost trained to be a wife.
Yes.
And a homemaker. Not saying that they don't expect you to like work and make a living for yourself, but it's like this is a priority, is taking care of a man. And at least that has been my experiences with all of, you know, my ethnic background. So it's like, I can, you know, speak from that. And the men don't really fuck with you if you're not fitting into that mold. That's been my experience. So it's always like, all right, well, I'm not trying to fit in the mold, so we don't have to rock. It's cool. And I've just kind of distanced myself from that. And not saying that I'm like, it's never going to happen. There could very well be a dope-ass island man that's like, no, I don't, you know, that's not my world either. But it just hasn't happened. And I've met just really cool Black dudes from New York that don't have no Caribbean background. And actually, the dude I'm dating is from the South, you know, and he is super chill. And, you know, he's actually the one that he cooks, and Asante knows.
Look, and shout out to the plate that I cannot wait to have.
Okay.
He cooks, and we have a swap of responsibility. It's never an expectation. Like, you're the one that's in the kitchen,
That's
and you're
powerful.
the one that... So if the house needs to be cleaned, whoever saw the mess first cleans it. If the fridge is empty, whoever saw that the fridge is empty brings the friggin' groceries. Whoever had the chillest schedule cooks. You know, and that's, and you know, if I'm coming home today, he knows like out of a long day there'll be tea or an herb bath. It's like, it's not this thing of what's feminine, what's masculine. It's what's gonna get everything done so that we can
Yes.
both have the best day possible.
Y'all
And
live
that's
on
that.
Common Sense Boulevard, huh?
Hello. You know, and that to me is what has been the best. And like I said, I don't want to be ignorant and be like, I haven't found that with any specific type, but that is what makes me happy. And I haven't really found that in a lot of men. It's kind of been a little bit of a struggle, you know. I remember this Dominican dude I dated, his mom, when I was going away to college, she sat me down and said, why are you going away to college? Who's going to take care of my son?
You motherfucker. Shit.
And I was like so shocked. I was like, what do you mean? Are you really telling me to not go to college, to stay with your son? And she was like, well, you know, if you're not here, someone else will be. And I was like, well, then I'll take that gamble.
Oh
What
my
a strange
God.
conversation
What
to
a
have with an 18-year-old
strange
woman,
conversation.
you know,
Damn.
that's heading off to college. Like,
Last time I checked, he slid up out of you. So if it's
Hello.
anybody's responsibility.
and the fact that he kind of was like happy that she checked me.
Yeah,
you
moving
know,
on.
and that's
What
when
the
I was
hell
like,
is
yeah,
that?
I don't know, this isn't gonna work. So those have been my experiences.
You and your mama. That would have been one of them moments.
Yep.
So those have been my dating experiences, and
Wow.
yeah, Black has always worked.
We good at what we do. You
I
know
mean,
what I'm
you
saying? I can, you know, shit.
Black is a great theme in my life.
Right?
I think
Black
honestly,
is a great theme in my life.
And you know what? Honestly,
hashtag
like,
that.
I mean,
All Black everything.
all Black everything. But I think initially coming from Atlanta, like a really like Black gay city, I was just kind of like turned off by Black men. I was just like, like I was so used to seeing that, and then when I moved to New York,
It's such a mecca.
it's such Mecca is what they called it.
Really?
Messa
Like-
is what you call it.
Like years ago, I remember people like, it's Black gay Mecca. Like they used to say that. And I remember being like, this is a really gay city. Like Pride used to be so deep that it would take over like parking lots and streets were shut down. Like that's how
But it
heavy that
being
shit
a
was.
mecca, you still found it hard to date?
Yes.
Really?
Because
Is
why?
it almost because there's like too many options, so no one is loyal? Is that
Yes,
the problem?
that played a
'Cause
big
I could
role
see
into it. That
being
played a
problem.
very big role. Like, you know, it was kind of like so many options, you know, why should you just stay
Overstimulation.
with one person? And so
Right.
then
So you moved to New York.
I didn't want to be involved with any of those options because all those options had each other's options. And so then
Right.
you like, you don't know who you mess with, who knows who or whatever. And it's just too much. It's like, I don't want to deal with none of this. Like, if I want to sit back and have a family one day with somebody, you know, clearly we're not going to care about this, but I don't want anybody to be like, oh, yeah, we used to fuck back in the day. You remember him like that? And I'm like, oh, okay, this is a great conversation to have for no fucking reason. Like, when they did Demetria on Real Housewives, when that girl was like, I dated Roger Bob, like, I don't want to just be sitting around with some hoes and then y'all just start talking about my man. Like,
Oh,
that's
God.
so lame.
That's mortifying.
And so, like, when you're younger and you're in the gay community thinking about shit like that, it's just like, But then I moved here and I didn't even really care about a relationship. But I moved here because I was in something with, someone of the Hispanic descent.
That is so fascinating to me that me and Asante are like opposites.
We are complete opposites. But I told you, Black is
But
making
it's whatever works.
It's whatever works.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
But Black is definitely making his comeback in 2016 in my life.
I hear that.
I'm just saying.
I go back to Black.
Brilliant.
Oh, Amy Winehouse. R.I.P.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shit. What gets you going? You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
So
it's
it's
whatever
about,
works.
It's about what puts your car.
What do
Take
you-
it from neutral into drive.
What
you
do
know
you
what I'm saying?
What do you guys think of preferences though? Because that's an argument I've seen online a lot where it's like, is like preference a racist thing?
I tell you this much.
Or is it a real thing? Like, what do you think?
I don't think there's anything wrong with having a preference. How can anybody tell me or anybody else who I'm supposed to like?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I decided I only wanted to date Spanish people or I only wanted to date, someone white or whatever, that's my business if that's what I'm attracted to. Now, where it gets thick is when people start doing and saying things like, see, that's why I only date this, and don't date Black people because of XYZ.
Right.
That's a difference. But,
Yeah.
but I've seen people attacked simply for saying, this is what I like.
That's what I like.
And I just don't think there's anything wrong with that. You like what you like. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me what's going to push my buttons. You know what I'm saying?
True.
I
And
know
you know
when my
what?
button is pushed.
Actually, let me make a correction too. A controversial correction, I should say.
Okay.
Because Dominicans are Black.
Thank you.
So-
Thank
And look,
you. Thank
but you know what? If we would have said that at the beginning, though,
So let me be careful saying that I prefer Black because we are Black.
Yeah.
Whether you appreciate it or not in your family, we are. Puerto Ricans too, all of us. So let me specify and say African Americans, that's been what has worked for me.
can I say I
just
work
have to
with a
get that out of my
Dominican
system.
manager, and he does not
He
claim.
will invite you to the end probably.
I
My
am
family's the
telling
same way.
you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that.
So I had to clarify and make that very clear. But
And
yeah.
you did.
Okay. Before y'all come running up in it.
Crystal, okay? And ain't nothing wrong with it. Shit. Like in that
It's a
movie
beautiful
Life.
thing.
Yeah, you
It
eat your
is.
own
I
damn
love it.
cornbread. Shit. That's what you do. Shit. Like tell me who I'm supposed to want to do it to. What kind of shit is that?
Because I remember John Mayer. You remember when he got in trouble because he said that someone had asked him in an interview,
Oh,
how do
yeah.
you feel about like Black women being your base and loving you and really like supporting you and being attracted to you and being like so into you physically and just as romantically, I should say. And he was like, I think they're beautiful, but something about like they don't get his dick hard. He said
Yeah, he
something that
said
was
that.
so off the wall, and oh my God, it was crazy when he said that. But then that argument was like, well, if he doesn't have a preference for Black women, can you knock him? But then it's like, but is that racist?
It was unnecessary for him to say because he could have stopped the sentence after saying, I think they're beautiful and left it at
And
that.
left it at
Nobody
that.
asked you about your penis, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't even
And
need to
who
know
wants
that.
to see John Mayer with a Black woman?
Who wants to see John
Like, no-
Mayer, period, with his boring snooze
And that's
fest
real.
ass?
I
Like,
love him.
I mean, I love
Not
him
no
too.
more. No, I'm just
I do love John Mayer. He's made some great songs.
He's
but
an
in all
incredible
honesty,
writer.
I wouldn't want to see John Mayer standing next to fucking like any Black woman because then it'd be oh goddamn, like here we go.
With
He gonna
this.
think that he got him a pass to do some bullshit. Like Robin Thicke hit the scene with Paula Patton. He was already down. We're like cool, but John Mayer get him a Black one. He already worked with Ye. Y'all gonna let him say the N word next? It's gonna be like damn.
I don't know who y'all is.
He's gonna get
Look, I'm
the,
telling you.
Okay.
Okay, shit.
he'll get the
fucked up if you want
Tarantino
to.
pass.
Hell no.
He's like,
See, I was already trying to make the statement earlier that I am an equal opportunity employer. So like.
I like that.
If someone if a fine white man came up to me and said, I'll listen to you on the friend zone and I just want to take you out, I would be like, let's go.
Hell yeah.
I hear that. I mean, dope is dope.
Dope is
That's
dope.
how I feel,
That's exactly
you know?
it.
To be a dope person, and like you said, I agree. Vibes is for me. It's all vibes. It's an energy thing. And honestly, like if you looked, if I put all the men I've dated into a room, you would be like, "What the hell is your type?" Because I don't have a type.
Yeah.
I literally don't. I just go off of if you come up to me and something just, you got to get that feeling, and then it's like the conversation is
Yeah.
right, the chemistry is right. There's like an alignment somewhat with like what we both do in our lives, whether it's career, how we
Right.
treat people, all those things. If they fit, that's rare. Number one, So of course I'm gonna go in that direction, and I'm not really gonna be looking what your skin color is, but it just happens that it's always been the same.
I mean, that's real. I have a very diverse.
Go where I go.
I have a very diverse stock portfolio as well.
I like that. I like these.
As far as the types go,
I got a set. I got the whole set.
So
all the pieces.
but you're open-minded to
Very.
dating whatever just
See,
feels
for me,
right.
it's like being in the food court at the mall, right? Like
Okay,
you know how
I'll
you
try
go
to
around.
sample.
Yeah, like you go around, you take your toothpick and
Right.
you stick it right on in there, and you get you a piece and you
Yep.
taste it. And you move it around and you just get all the flavors
Yep.
or whatever.
I haven't done
And if you
it.
like it, you put your toothpick back in there again. If not,
No,
you
you
move
get it.
on over to the next spot.
That's it.
You know,
you don't keep using
and you
the same
sample them.
toothpick. No. You
Well,
get
how
a
many
new
you got?
toothpick.
Because I only got one.
It's the mall's toothpicks. You don't got to pay
I'm
for
talking about my toothpick.
that. But now you sticking your toothpick.
Come on in the room. Come on in the
That's
room.
nasty. I don't want your toothpick.
Exactly.
Y'all live mess. You sounded like Cardi B.
Yeah, you know. Listen,
Okay.
Shout out to Cardi B. I love you so much.
I love Cardi B. Come on the friend zone, Cardi B. And
on
let's
the
I
get
would
friend
it on.
love that.
Yo, that would be so dope. I love Cardi B.
And
like
see,
every
she's
week.
Spanish.
See? There we go.
She's like Dominican and Trinidadian or something.
So
See?
she all that. See,
Yeah.
we good.
And you know
Another
what, friend?
Caribbean.
As you were talking about island men, maybe that's the direction I need to move into.
Be careful.
I'm going to do my best.
I love them, but be
I'm
careful.
gonna put my armor on. We need armor.
Island men are a drug, man. They're awesome, but whew, Lord, be careful.
I don't want to have no coconuts between us.
And
though.
I'm saying that because it's my family. Coconut.
Okay. I just don't like, for real. All jokes aside, well, as I'm about to crack a joke.
Right.
Okay.
No, so I won't.
Get ready
so
to take another
all
shot.
jokes. No, seriously. All jokes aside, I just don't think there's anything wrong. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
It's just like getting in the tub. You put your foot in there, you dip your toe, and you see if the water is too hot. It may be, it may not be. You ain't gonna let you know unless you stick it in there real quick. So you just stick your toe in there and see, and then you see.
But I do think it's weird that when I hear, like, I have a lot of friends that have been like, I'm gonna stop dating black dudes because this, that, and the other. I'm gonna go get me a white man because white is right type thing. And I'm just like, I think it's weird though to like look for
Yeah, I
a
don't believe in
specific,
that.
you know, because I
Yeah.
don't do that, even though I end up with the same kinds, but I
Right.
don't look. I'm not walking into the room like, which one fits the mold that I always go with, you know? It just happens to work out that way. But I think it's weird when people are like, girl, I'm going Asian this year, or I'm gonna look for a white man. Just
I mean,
get what you
I guess
get.
if you're just trying to do a specific, mix mash with your family or something, then power to you. But if you really just
My
looking
dad
to be,
did that. He married a white woman
When
and
he get
had
on, he
2
leave your
kids.
ass for a
Yeah,
white
thinking he
girl.
was moving up. I was like, all right,
See?
bro. Till she left his ass for a white man. Sorry, Dad.
Fran is in the building tonight. Y'all, we getting a show tonight,
Y'all
goddammit.
are silly.
This is Hey Fran, hey.
this is
The caps lock version.
No, this is Fran.
This Fran, goddammit. Okay.
Fran with a period at the
Fran.
end.
Oh, y'all are
I
so
love
funny.
it though. But yeah, I just, I think everybody should do whatever tickles their fancy.
Yeah.
Right. I guess the best way to put it is don't have any blocks.
That's right.
Except bad feet. And you got to be able to dance too, because I like to dance and I like to do it to music. So you got to be able to at least, you got to like
Yeah.
catch the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't catch the beat, don't be.
Don't be fooled that dancers. Okay.
Yeah. As long as you can
I'll
move.
rewind.
You know what I'm saying?
I take it.
You know. So
I'll stop there.
and yes. So yes and yes. So
The moral of the story is be open minded.
Be open-minded.
Just be open-minded.
2016.
Yes.
be encouraged.
Be encouraged
Be
was
encouraged.
last quarter. This quarter we
Daughter,
doing daughter. Yo, Young B and Cardi B.
Here we go again
Young
with love
B
and
The
hip
and
hop.
Cardi
bees.
B.
I've decided I want to name them
The
the bees.
bees.
And
The
they should-
bees.
Yes, Cardi B,
bees.
Young B, they should be the bees. If y'all listening, I want y'all to do that. Get y'all some bomb ass like bumblebee bombers and shit. Anyway,
I was thinking like the other be like the bitches, you know, like
well,
the
yeah,
bees.
bumble
That's what
bitches.
I was
They
thinking.
could be the
Like,
bumble bitches. I don't know.
The
The
bum.
bees.
They don't want to be BBOD.
right, bum. Ooh. Don't get me started, man. Right.
This episode is brought to you by Bevel. you need to log on to getbevel.com so you can get you one of these dope-ass razors. It's a single-use razor, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself with a whole bunch of them. And up to 80% of black men and women struggle with razor bumps. 30% of all men and women encounter razor bumps as well. So if you want to go on ahead and lessen that down, you need to log on to getbevel.com and use code FRIENDZONE for a 20% discount. That's GETBEVEL.com, and that's code FRIENDZONE. Go on ahead and do that shit.
Well, I guess this opens up for our wellness segment.
Fran with the segue. Right on in.
Yes.
Smooth.
So-
That's because Fran can dance. Go ahead, John.
So last week, you guys, first of all, I was so hyped at how many pictures you guys were sending of yourselves buying the apple cider vinegar at Whole Foods.
Yep.
I thought it was really funny. I was getting snaps from people in the bath. It's okay. I appreciate it. People were like, girl, look. I was like, oh.
Like, okay.
Okay. It's a little bit too much me and you, but okay. Yeah. Okay.
No, but I actually thought it was really funny.
What
You
they
guys
say,
are
girl,
funny.
look, the water ain't bubbling. Look, girl.
I did get
Right.
a couple of those.
Go ahead.
So, but it made me excited that you guys were so willing to try it, which you know makes me so happy because obviously, like I always say, my disclaimer is I'm not a doctor. I don't even view myself as a guru, but I am a seeker of information. And if I can find information and put it to the test and find that it's helped me in any way, then I feel like it's my obligation to pay, push that forward.
That's
Yes.
right.
So I'm glad that you guys have trusted the info and are really into it. Literally, I'd say 100% of the people that hit me up had positive reviews. They said their skin felt amazing. Because that was a week ago, and people are already seeing.
Sorry, it's like it's a reaction.
I knew it was
going to
happen. I
I'm
saw
dancing.
it coming.
I'm dancing. I'm dancing because I can. Go ahead.
I hate you. Now they're over here doing this funny dance.
So my skirt.
So it was just exciting to me to see that you guys had the same results that I have had with apple cider vinegar. So I got a lot of questions about the whole conversation about staying healthy, not just for the winter, but just in general.
Yes.
And a lot of you were asking me to elaborate more on the whole pH balance and what it is to be too acidic and alkaline. And you asked a really cool question, which was, how can I not be too acidic? What are acidic things? What are acidic foods? What are alkaline foods? And I thought, okay, that'll be the wellness segment for next week, or this week, I should say, and I will expand on that and then also give you tips on how you can find out what your pH is today. So let's jump into what your pH, basically, think of a number from 0 to 14. From 0 to 7, that's acidity. 7 is neutral, which is the goal for your body. And then from 7 to 14, that's alkaline. So you're never going to get to 14. That's not even possible. It's almost like the spectrums are both unhealthy.
Right.
But you always want to be in that neutral space where your body is a balance of acidity and a balance of alkaline. So when you're in the acidity, which is when I had my kidney problems, I found out through research that the problem was I was eating a lot of dairy, a lot of meat, chicken, a lot of goya and adobo.
Yes.
Which I love.
Good.
Sazon. Yes.
Which, is cultural. That's our food. That's how I grew up. Never saw anything wrong with it. Not saying anything is wrong with it, but the problem was I didn't have a balance of alkaline foods, which is not meat and not that. It's more greens and fresh fruit. And sad to say, I really didn't grow up eating a lot of vegetables. As island kids, you just eat meat and plantain, it's just like that. So it was not really like a balanced meal. So like I said, it's not so much about trying to have an alkaline body because I don't even think that that's possible. You probably would be sick. There's actually alkaline water that people sell.
My mother
Yeah,
bought
I've
that
seen
when
that.
we were growing up. That's what we drank.
Right, and it helps a lot, but I misunderstood when I first started drinking it, and that was my only source of water. I just always drank alkaline. I got really sick.
Yeah.
Because it's not how you do it. It's not about you going hard in any one direction. It's just about you making sure that if you're eating acidic foods, you're also eating alkaline foods foods to balance it off. So I wanted to give you guys a list. For those of you that were asking me about what are some alkaline foods that will help you stay balanced in that direction, it's things like, you'd be surprised, things like raisins, celery, bananas, spinach, potatoes, cauliflower, apricots, cherries, tomatoes, green beans, even red wine, which I know a lot of you are like, yeah, thank you, because we're all winos.
Cabernet.
So those are ways to make sure that you're balanced as far as the alkaline side. And to be aware of the acidic side, things like Parmesan cheese, cheddar cheese, turkey bacon, sardines, mozzarella, salmon, brown rice, surprisingly. I was actually surprised by that. Oats, eggs, beef, chicken, all the meats and stuff, dairy, basically.
I eat all that shit.
Right, that's all acidic. So not saying that anything's wrong with that, but just like I said, just make sure that you are balancing both. So my advice is to go online and Google acidic foods, Google alkaline foods, print it out, and make sure that when you're grocery shopping or meal planning that you just have a healthy balance of both. And that will help keep your body in a nice neutral space. And of course, things like apple cider vinegar, drinking, cutting lemon slices and putting it in your water, and even baking soda, which I know is awkward, but putting baking soda in your water will help you stay more on the alkaline side. And of course, alkaline water itself clearly is helpful. Just don't make that your only source of water, which is where I went so wrong because I did not do my research and I got really sick. But that just, it's not your only source, but it can just be a supplement to the water that hopefully you're filtering out or drinking already. So that's helpful for knowing how to stay balanced. Now I know the question is, well, how do I know what my pH is now so that I can know if I need to go a little harder in any one direction? You can buy pH strips on Amazon. Or you can go to a local food, like a natural food store. They usually have them. They're really cheap. You get a box full for like $10, and you can either use your saliva or you can pee on it.
Oh, so pH means pee heat. So you check your pH, that's your pee heat.
No,
you see how hot your piss is, and that's how you know where you're at.
No, it actually
if
stands
you need to eat
for
more green shit.
potential hydrogen.
Oh, shit.
But,
Damn.
but you can find out your pH is actually really helpful for you. I always keep pH, especially because I was sick with my kidney problem because I was too acidic. It was always important for me to keep testing my pH and then making sure I was in a neutral space. I do that. It's something I take very seriously.
Yes.
And for those of you to help you avoid these illnesses, it's something that's really cool to be mindful of. And it's not just about, over-the-counter medicines to keep you not be sick, or everyone has all these remedies to not get sick and not have the cold, and this is how you fight the flu. Actually, your diet, if you just stay in that neutral space, you won't get sick because the acidity breeds bacteria. But if you're more towards the alkaline, it can't breed. It's not an environment that's conducive to it breeding. So it's almost like, it's just science, and that's the beauty of mixing home remedies with science and understanding both sides because you have more control of your body. So that's my tip for this week. And like I said, you can go on Amazon.com if you don't have like a natural local health food store around you, which unfortunately most of us don't have access to. But Amazon sells them for super cheap. I'll post a link. If you're listening to this already, you'll have it under the SoundCloud. I'll post a direct link to the ones that I purchased just so you guys can see that in case you need a little more direction. And like I said, you can use your saliva or you can pee on it. One thing I will suggest with the peeing on it, your first pee of the day is going to be acidic because it's like everything that you did from the night before.
It's fermented. It's been sitting up in my room.
But it's your second pee of the day that is a little more, I'd say, the honest pee that will let you know
the honest pee
what the environment.
Stand up pee.
It'll let you know what the environment internally is looking like. So I think it's just cool for you to know,
what
the
environment internally is looking
right.
like.
What's
so your
it looking
second
like?
pee is the one that be like, nah, I ain't one to gossip. So you ain't heard this from me. But you need to quit eating that bullshit in the morning before you get on and go to work. That's the second P. Okay, all right.
Got it.
So the second P of the day, that's the one to use on the strip. And the strip is actually really valuable even for your water. You can use it on your tub. If you have a pool, like it's just will keep you in check on the things around you and whether
You got
they're
some in your bag right now?
No, I don't. That would be a little weird. It will help
I
you
want to
keep
test my
everything
pH.
right here
My
on the
pee heat.
podcast, and it'll just help you kind of keep more control of what, because even beauty products, actually, I don't want to forget to say that everything contributes to the change of your pH. Your shampoo, your conditioner, your toothpaste, your lotion. I mean, it is crazy. Even just environmental factors, the things we're breathing in, all of that changes your pH. So obviously there are a lot of things we may not be able to control, like environmental factors, but at least if you can control your diet and your beauty products as much as possible, or at least, like I say, just keep them neutral, that should help you stay really healthy, not having to go to the doctor, and you just have the most awesome control of your life, highest quality of life. So hopefully that will help you guys.
So if you've been drinking water, right, like a lot of water and doing everything you're supposed to do.
Water is actually a neutral pH. Water, if it's like healthy, filtered, fluoride-free water, it is a neutral pH usually of 7. So that's why they encourage you to always drink a lot of water.
It keeps you leveled off.
Because it helps
but
you
what
stay
if you've
level.
been like drinking a lot of water and it still look like apple juice? Does that mean like you need to stop using Head and Shoulders, or like what is it like? What's the problem? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you're drinking
Should
a
you
lot of water, it
switch?
should not look like apple juice.
Yeah, that's
Unless
what I'm
you're drinking
saying.
tap and you're just not in a strong city or something. I don't see why it would be that,
Better get you some Carol's daughters. Or at least the nephews or something, goddamn. Something. Shit.
So that is the wellness segment for this week. I really hope you guys find that helpful. And if you have any more questions about it, let me know. And most importantly, if you have any more tips to add to that or suggestions, leave that in the SoundCloud comments so that we can all kind of go back and forth and keep each other healthy for the month.
Yes.
And if you send us a picture of the strip, you're getting blocked.
Oh, please don't.
telling you
Please
right
don't
now,
snap
send
me a
us no
picture
pissy
of your
pH
pH strip.
Pissy ass pH strips.
Right, I'll take your word for it.
Yes.
Okay, so for the bonus, because I always need a bonus.
Yeah.
So let's say I have a friend that gets high a lot, and this friend has an interview for a job. Does the pH affect, how that test is gonna be? Because like, let's say I have a P test coming up. Could I just be like, oh damn, like if my pH is right, they ain't gonna find the THC in the strip. Like, does that count towards that at all?
Well, I honestly don't know how those tests work because I feel like they have specific things they look for.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah, and it kind of like marks off. But actually, that's a really good question. I need to
is there
research that.
a natural juice of some sort, like a cocktail you think that you could put out for someone that needs to pass a P
I've
test?
heard of teas and stuff.
Any that you think that you heard of that might work?
Not that I know off top, but I'll
Okay,
definitely let you.
I'll see.
Yeah,
I'll
after the
see you
show,
after the
we'll
show.
talk. We'll
Okay,
talk.
okay.
We'll talk.
Um,
So now it is time.
Well, before we get to our asking for a friend, I wanted to go on ahead and highlight another black business.
Oh, yes.
All right.
Thank you all for your emails and highlighting
Oh, yeah,
black
you guys
businesses.
have sent us a lot of
I do
dope
appreciate
ones.
that. This particular company is called Koala Inc. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's KUWALA Inc. And basically, this young lady, Veronica, shout out, hey Veronica, emailed. She is the COO and co-founder, and they partner with designers and women's cooperatives in Africa, specifically Ghana, Malawi, and Kenya, and they promote their designs globally. And they have a bunch of stuff on their website. You can buy some of the designs if you like. It's just a really dope way to like connect and get you a piece of some real shit. Okay?
What do they sell?
They sell a lot of some of the tapestry, some dresses, some other stuff. Hold on. I'm on the website. I'm on the blog. They've been featured in Style Bazaar, it looks like.
Sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, they even got an under $50 section. They knew I was coming. Yeah, they have everything on here. Accessories, tops, bottoms. I think it is mostly women's clothing. But
Well, that don't mean
we'll
shit
make-
now, no way.
so
True.
if you're looking for a
with
gift or
gender
something.
fluidity, but we will post, as always, the link to the small business of the week. We'll post that link beneath the SoundCloud. So we'll have that set for you guys. By the time you're listening to this, it'll already be there. So I'll make sure to
Yeah.
post the PH strips and then the small. What's the name of it?
Koala Inc. Yes.
Koala Inc. We'll post that. I'll make sure that that's there for you guys too.
Yeah.
If you want to get to the front of the line, send us some shit.
Yeah, keep sending us those emails. But I will say this, the subject line, because you told them to write business, but then it gets confusing with booking information. And
Did I tell them to write business?
So we got to give them a different subject line because then it's confusing. Just say small business.
That's it, right there.
Small
Just
business.
say small business, and we'll know that's why you're here.
Or say like small business shout out or something, so that we know that it's that.
Perfect.
Yeah, because I was getting confused. I was like, wait, is this a booking or
it's Friends First Week in the
all them
emails?
Business emails. You was like, hell yeah!
Right.
It's Friends First Week in the
It
emails.
was. I'll look through them, you guys. I'm gonna start looking through them
as a matter
too.
of fact, let me just put both y'all on blast. So Dustin and Fran are gonna start being part of the email selection process.
Yes,
so
we are.
you can talk more to them. Feel free to resend your emails as you'd like, so they can read all over them.
Yeah, we're gonna jump on these emails a little more. So.
P.S. If you are commenting on any of the things we are reading, we're listening, we are always trying to give you a better show, a better experience. So we will take all comments and considerations into our consideration.
Yeah.
And we will just move forward as we can on the friend zone.
And thank you for the dope ass energy, man. You guys sent some nice emails.
Yeah. Yes.
I was having like a couple of off days throughout the week, just
really does
being
help.
a creative.
The
and
tweets.
It was just like, wow. Like I teared up at a couple of them. I was like, you guys are so sweet.
Yeah, it's meaningful to know that, we do this and that you guys actually take away from what we're doing, because I know for me personally, sometimes I come in here and I do this and I'm like, hope somebody got something good out of it.
Always.
And then y'all will send that email and say, y'all came right on time.
I love that's like my favorite thing to
I
hear.
love that too.
When people are like, I needed this.
They
I'm
be
like,
calling
thank
us
you.
a period. Y'all came right on time.
That's right. It gives us purpose. It gives me purpose. So, and of course, I always email to the actual email, thefriendzone@loudspeakersnetwork.com. I would spell that out for you, but that's very long. You can find that on any of the other things or whatever to get there. Do we have time for 2 questions, or maybe we can just do one this week?
I think we have time for one.
All right. So we are going to just kick it right on up. Dear Friend Zone, I'm a slut. No, I'm just kidding. That was me. Wait,
and
no,
you
that wasn't
admitting
me.
it.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
I can't.
Like,
I was
why?
a slut. And I went to the walk.
I'm so done.
The slut walk. And y'all thought I was playing the nigga stroll is coming in 2016.
Yo,
so don't
all the
forget
tweets about that had me on the floor.
I'm going. Maybe I'll find one. So this particular letter they are asking for a friend. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Asante, friend, and Dustin. I would love to remain anonymous because I recently put my friend onto the friend zone.
Oh, we got you.
I'm going to keep you anonymous, but I'm just going to say something. Y'all that do this, y'all give away some very telling things in your emails.
I always wonder that when people are like, don't use my name because my friends listen. I'm like, I would know who my friend was by the stuff they say.
Yes.
But we was in my homegirl's car. It was a burgundy Grand Am with Diva on the license plate. You'd be like, well, damn, we know who you
like.
Right.
Damn. But just know I'm never going to put your name out there.
No,
so
we
just be
wouldn't do
careful
y'all
of the
like that.
details you put out there. That's
For
all I
sure.
ask of you. That's your responsibility. Moving on. I adore your podcast and can't believe I didn't find it until December. I was sleeping. Well, thanks for waking up. Moving on. Well, I have a major issue with my best friend of 20 years. I recently found out that I'm pregnant and I'm afraid to tell her.
Oh, congratulations. On the pregnancy, though, not about being scared of your homegirl. Go ahead.
I got married almost 2 years ago.
Congratulations on the bun in the oven, not the potential foot in your ass. Congratulations on that. That's not the other part. I just, to be clear in the messaging. You know what I'm saying? The messaging. Go ahead.
I can't.
See, I got married almost 2 years ago to my fantastic husband.
Okay.
When I told her we were getting married, her response was lukewarm and stayed that way throughout the entire engagement. She was my maid of honor, and I had to beg her to do any of the duties. Right. I decided to do most of her duties myself or outsource them to my planner. We have still been friends since then because I thought maybe her behavior during the time was an effect of her recent breakups and a few relationships gone wrong. She's my girl, so I wanted to be supportive / understanding. But now, after thought and planning, my husband and I are having a baby. Of course, I want to tell my BFF, but I don't want to hear her say, oh, great, everyone is having a baby but me, or something insensitive. She said something similar when I announced my engagement to her. If her response is lukewarm this time, I don't think our friendship or that conversation will survive. However, if I don't tell her before I tell everyone at the end of this first trimester in the few weeks, she's going to be mad and maybe even hurt. I don't intend to hurt her, but I don't want to be hurt either. Our friendship has gone in phases over the past 2 decades, but never for this long. Should I tell her now and risk her feelings being hurt, or let her find out when I tell everyone else?
Wow.
Just tell her, girl, this is a happy time in your life. You shouldn't have to keep it a secret. It's a baby.
I agree.
If she's going to be that way over a baby, then you know what to do. You know what to do.
You know what to do.
I think that you should tell her. But that's just me because I feel like...
Get it out the way.
Yeah, get it out the way.
There's too much
you know she's
other
gonna
stuff
find
to
out.
worry about right now.
You can't be stressed about keeping this a secret or even whatever the fallout's going to be when she finds out. Like, not that you are even scared of that, but to deal with having a baby. You know, you still getting settled into your marriage. You know, you still putting your household together, and to deal with your friend that is this high maintenance. Like, just really kind of minimize everything. Like, really just set it down, say, hey, girl, I'm having this baby. I just want to, blah, blah, blah. And if you do get that lukewarm response from her that you don't want, then you should just tell her straight up, like, girl, I feel like you're not as happy for me as I need you to be.
Right.
And that's fine if you're going through whatever, but I can't deal with what you're going through and what I'm going through. So are we going to work this thing out, or are we going to keep it pushing?
Yeah. I totally agree with that. I guess I'm just wondering, is the friend lukewarm because she doesn't think the guy is good for her, or is she lukewarm because it's just that, like, oh, everyone's getting engaged, everyone's having babies, and she's kind of feeling like, when's it going to be her turn?
That
Some people
thing.
go through that. Yeah. So I'm wondering which one it is. Either way, it's a strange energy to give your friend when they're going through such awesome chapters of their life. So that's a weird one. Usually I would say sit with her and see what it is, but you're pregnant, girl.
Yeah, you're bringing a baby into this world.
Yeah, I'm not going to mess with energies when it comes to you, being pregnant and all just the great things that are happening right now. I agree with Asante. Talk to her, let her know. I would totally let her know, and then just keep it moving. You have more to worry about.
I just feel like being a parent is all about like being in control of the decisions you make and making the best decisions moving forward. So I would tell her in motion. It's ways to communicate things like that without even giving her an opportunity to have a response. Like, just be like,
True.
So I'm really excited because I'm pregnant, and I wanted you to know because we're moving forward with the shower, like, and just keep it moving. Don't give it, because really, who cares? What you gonna do? Rewind it? You know what I'm saying? If she don't like it, like,
what effect does her response really even have at this point?
So just let her know, you know what I'm saying, but just keep it moving when you do. Like I said, tell her in motion. Don't even give her opportunity to have a feeling, because it really don't matter, honestly.
Yeah,
it
the
ain't
baby's
her kid.
coming.
True.
The baby's coming.
Right.
And she's not going to take care of it, so she don't need to worry about it.
Well, we hope that was helpful. I think we have time for one more.
We do have time for one more.
Yeah, totally.
When I read that, I thought about Real Housewives of Atlanta, because, Portia's like jealous of her sister being pregnant, and it's so annoying to watch.
I mean, she was like rude
But isn't
to her
Portia
sister.
married?
No. Oh, yeah, no. I know you don't watch.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Portia got divorced and became like Thoughtlandia of Atlanta or something like whatever she. Oh God, death to BBOD in that single. Yeah, Portia's
I did
sister.
not know it was Licious. I thought it was Tata.
Baby.
Anyway, Portia.
I thought it was
Portia's
a
sister.
joke, but go ahead.
Portia's sister did not want to tell her she was pregnant. Like, you could tell.
Wow, that's
she was like, I'm not
sad.
feeling well. And
With
then,
your own sister.
And when she finally was like, I'm pregnant, her mom was like, oh my God, baby, that's so great. And Portia
No.
I don't think they showed Portia like hug her or anything. Maybe like later on in the instant, but she was just like, oh, but what about me? Like, who's going to take? And then you could hear her, like, she's saying, oh, I'm pregnant, so I'm not going to be able to do certain things as much. And Portia's like, why not? It's like, bitch, she's pregnant. Like, and got into a whole argument with her about doing work for her. It's like, this is your sister, and she is pregnant.
That's so
girl, you need to take some
awkward.
time off, girl. We got to get this situated, is what my thought process would have been.
Yeah.
Portia just said, if you would have said a few years ago that my sister was pregnant before me, I wouldn't have believed it. Like, you wouldn't. It was something like just bitter and terrible and stupid.
But you was
Such
in a gay
awful.
marriage. I would have been told you somebody would have got pregnant before you did. You got to do it to get pregnant.
Okay.
Keep it moving.
I quit.
I said what I said.
So this one is career dilemma. Here's my current situation. About a year ago, I left my fashion design job with a well-known company to take on a new design role. Business at the new company has been tough for a few months, and I've seen them let go of people overnight.
They work for Prima Donna Waist Trainer Company. Business been tough for the last few months.
Because of this.
Wrapping around all them goddamn weights. They training weights. I didn't see, don't you know I didn't see people training weights that ain't even got them? Okay? It's like putting a corset on a fridge.
Tweet through it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Because of this, I've been preparing just in case I was next. An old coworker reached out to me about another design
Fran
position.
is down, y'all. Fran is down. She's down. Am I lying, Fran?
I'm back.
Why in the hell is they putting waist trainers? They waist trainers look like shoulder pads.
You know what they look like?
They look
them
like
Chinese finger traps.
Yes, it looks like
because people put them on. It's like, how do you get out of that? Like, how did you get
the
in there?
Shit that football players have on underneath their jerseys.
Yes.
That's what it look like.
That gear.
That armor and pads and
Put your armor
300.
on.
They be looking like they in 300 with
300.
them waist trainers on. Go ahead.
They're gonna pull out their swords and shields and shit.
Right.
Y'all are not winning billions of dollars. It's me.
Yeah. Look, if I will tell you this,
So you never
not
sitting
one
there
of
like,
those billions of dollars is going towards a waist trainer. How about that?
One of them had a hoverboard attached to it. She was laying on her stomach, flying across the floor in her waist trainer. I said, God damn. I know it's 2016, but I didn't know they was moving on wheels now.
Do you want me to read
Go
this
ahead,
question?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Please read it.
Do I need to take it back from the top?
Yeah, take it from the top.
Here's my current situation. I should read it like it's me. About a year ago, I left my fashion design job with a well-known company to take on a new design role. Business at the new company has been tough for a few months, and I've seen them let go of people overnight. Because of this, I've been preparing just in case I was next.
I feel like I'm watching the confessional.
That's exactly how I'm reading it, too. An old coworker reached out to me about another design position with a better financial opportunity, stability, and travel included.
Yeah, it was the waist trainer company.
I was
Go ahead.
preparing for this interview. I found out that my current job, I'm not the one being let go. Instead, they wanted to fire my supervisor.
Yikes.
Huge part being that she gets paid a whole lot more than I do. They told me they think I'm doing an excellent job and that I can handle more responsibility. But the salary increase they offered did not match half of what my supervisor was making. It would be an extra $10 on my check.
What?
hell
An
no.
extra, so it's less money with the
What?
same
Did
expectation.
they give you like a 7-cent raise? I don't
That's
understand.
crazy.
I told them I needed some time to think about it before I commit because I needed to think about my financial responsibilities and my personal ones. Plus, I had this interview coming up. My gut told me don't say yes, and not to mention I would hate to say yes to something I'm not longer passionate about. Yep, I've also lost the passion for the career I've been in for the past 10 years. The only reason I went on the interview in the same field was because of the pay. That would alleviate a lot of financial stress and the free travel. I was willing to do it just for a few more years to stack up. It's been quite a few days and I haven't heard from the place I interviewed at. So I went back to my current job and told them, fine, I'd take on the responsibility and asked if the salary could be negotiated. That's when they told me it didn't sit well with them that I had to think about the offer and are now reworking some things.
No.
So now I'm scared I'm going to be left with no job. I've been living check to check, so I have nothing saved and live on my own with a lease that won't be up for another 8 months. As for my passion, I'm a creative, but I haven't found my purpose or a new career path just yet. I keep trying different things, but nothing sticks. I know it does involve working with Fran in the future. We are so much
Hey.
alike. Help, friends.
I hear that.
What would you do in my situation? I'm so torn between this being good and me just being asked out. Y'all want me to start? Mm-hmm. These are signs. You have said you don't want to be where you're at. So I think that you still need to finagle trying to keep that job. However you can finagle it, keep it. But
Right.
you need to continue to work on your passion outside of work. I think work has taken so much. You're kind of like, damn, what have I been doing? And it's like you trying to get more money at a different place to make your coin stack. You need to literally minimize what you've been doing. And if you keep this current job, literally figure out how to stack with that extra $10 on the check and continue to, work in your purpose outside of work. Because I think with you getting lost, it's starting to cross wires in your financials somehow. And so it's just going to create more anxiety. So sit down, I guess, figure out the best option, whether it's to humble yourself and talk to them about getting your job back. Or if you feel like they're playing hardball and they just trying to say, give you a hard time because they could work some things over. But I think you should go into there, map out why you are good. You had to think about it because it's only $10. Don't say that to them. They'll get pissed. But you have to really think about taking on those
But
extra
that's
responsibilities.
true, though. Like,
It is true.
It's unfair.
But she also doesn't even like the job. So to keep the job for $10 more, if you plan on keeping this job, you are literally settling and just going to be scraping by. And that's why I'm telling you to keep working outside your purpose if you're going to do that. But if you're not really feeling either of these jobs, you need to figure out how you can financially stay afloat and move forward outside of your job personally.
Because you're going to be broker.
You're going to be broker.
They give you $10 extra. That's a copay. So you go to the damn doctor
With
one
more
time.
work.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? You broke. And you doing her motherfucking work.
Yep.
That don't even make no sense.
Because I really feel like, in my mind, I would go in there and negotiate that. Like, y'all are working some things around, but getting rid of her, you have freed up a lot of that money.
That's
still.
true. Where's that going?
Giving all of the money to me, you can afford to give me more than $10 extra on that check. I mean, really. But again, I don't know
And
how.
that's just logic.
I don't know how close you are to that situation.
True.
You might be on the last string, and they was being nice to your ass, and you stepped out. See,
I'm glad Asante said it, because I feel like you said what people would have expected me to say, which is this is a sign.
It is.
It just is, and I'd hate to be the hippy dippy one, which that I always am. But the reality is, sometimes you already know you lost your passion. That was the first red flag, but you stayed in it. You know what I mean? So the universe, what it starts doing is it goes from a little alert to a big push that's most likely not going to be an easy one. And it makes you so uncomfortable that you have no choice but to go for the change option. And that's happened to me a million times. So I'm speaking from experience. It's not something I just read in a book. But usually you have to be pushed off the cliff to understand that you are not where you were supposed to be. And that's most likely what's happening right now. And it's okay. And I know it's so uncomfortable. But remember, nothing ever grows in the comfort zone. So just go for it. This might be the scariest time and the most liberating time of your life at the same time.
So I say do it, but on your terms, right? Like, and so on a petty note, right? Like, since you got to keep your job to keep the lights on and shit, but you really trying to work your way out of there, back their asses into a corner and make them not be able to fire you. Here's how you do it. So you've been at that job long enough, like you said, you know everybody's business at this point. So you know if Bob from accounting, you know, or Bob that sits on the board of directors that could possibly take your job has been cheating on Susie, his wife, then you politely see Bob in that kitchen, employee kitchen, and you walk up on a petty note. You walk up to Bob and you say, "Hey, Bob, just wanted you to know, Susie called looking for you. I told her you were in a meeting." Wink and walk off. Let the motherfuckers know you got ammo on your gun. It's cocked and loaded, baby.
See,
and that's how you going to stay at work. If it ain't Bob, then you get Jan from accounting. Get her. You know, Jan has been messing around on her husband. You know what I'm saying?
This is such a Netflix original
but
series.
See, I feel like she is so uninterested. Like, she would know all that. She would already have done that had she been able to do that.
No, she wouldn't, because they wouldn't have offered her $10 more on a check.
Not now,
she
because
said
I'm
$10
a
an hour.
supervisor.
She
That's what I'm
said
saying.
$10 on the check.
No, but I'm saying to you,
it's todos.
if she would have known,
Since you're talking about races and
Look,
shit,
if she would have
it's
known Bob's
todos.
secret,
$10. Diez.
if she would have known Bob's secret, she would have never even, like, they would have never even tried her like that.
Well, baby, they did. She just ain't telling. They don't know she know Bob's secret. See, that's why you got to stand up. I tell you every week, I tell y'all not to do shit half-assed, but to do it with your what? Your full ass. So you don't know a secret like that and be mealy-mouthed sitting around waiting on them to play you in the boardroom. You get in that boardroom, goddammit, and you sit down and say, "Hey, Becky, how's your other kids doing?"
We're going to do a whole episode of some shit right now.
Your other family.
Leaving
your
here.
other family and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go after that. Let them know that you know, and they gonna pay like they weigh. You let them know. And let us know. Let us know about it. Shout out to the Scorpion Show.
Previously on Passion.
Like, this is what this nigga's doing right now.
Passions was the shit. Shout out to Mama Scorpion from the Scorpion Show. Let us know about it.
I don't know how helpful that was. Our second
Very.
question.
Mas, muy. Muy helpful.
Oh, God, we love you guys. That's it for us this week. We hope that everything we said today was... Oh, you know what? Church announcement. Kid Fury show is this weekend on the 16th.
Yes.
I actually do have the address of where it is.
I do. It's at the... I don't have the address, but it's at the SVA Theater here in New York City. You can Google SVA Theater.
Or go to his Instagram.
Or go to his Instagram.
He has a flyer up.
And the website is kidfurylive.com. So
There
you
we
can go
go.
there. Yep.
And we will all be there supporting Kid Fury,
We
of course.
sure will.
So we hope to see your beautiful faces. If you come out, definitely say hi.
Very excited about that. Also, in the realm of church announcements, I got some shit to say. I am very happy to announce that a project that I participated in, which was a web series called Finding Me, the series, we're actually screening our bonus episode tomorrow at the Anthology Film Archive in the East. Well, not tomorrow. By the time y'all listen to this shit, it'll be today. So it's actually screening today at the Anthology Film Archive in the East Village, and the seats are limited right now. There's a couple seats left. You can pay at the door. It's only $15. You got the money, so come see the show. And support a nigga because I act, and I'm gonna make y'all feel something. And I did a damn good job in this project.
Yay.
And I can't wait for you guys to meet
I'm
Jerome. My
excited.
character's name was Jerome, so of course I felt right at home. Yes.
He put some
That's
Laurie's
exciting.
on his character's name.
Yay for
Yeah.
our friends doing such awesome things.
Yeah.
It's a good time. It's a good place to be. So that's what's up. Rest in peace to the iconic singer Natalie Cole. Rest in peace
David
to
Bowie.
David Bowie.
David
and,
Bowie.
And rest in peace to all three gentlemen that passed away in the tragic car crash in Atlanta this weekend.
Yeah.
Our hearts go out to the families of all three victims. And I just hope that they rest peacefully, and we're praying for resilience and strength for your families. And we hope that you make it through this tough transition as easy as possible. So God bless you.
We love you guys. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next week.
See y'all
black.
next week. Where your ass was at.
Bye.